Get this to 5,000 likes, my people. It's a sad day. Everybody drop RIP. Right now, my people. Video will be provided coming up in this segment. Today's blessings on the share the video, subscribe to the channel. Listen to this.
Citizens, residents, and comrades of Eastern Westmoreland, I regard it as both my responsibility and a welcome opportunity to reason with you as we approach the historic election day on Wednesday the 3rd. In Dr. Dayton Campbell, I see a man whose story reflects the very story of our Jamaican people. Coming from humble beginnings, he has never forgotten his roots. He understands that leadership is not about position or power, but about love and respect for the people. That is the foundation upon which he plans to build his continued service. Dayton plans to strengthen healthcare access by starting a mobile health clinic, bringing care directly to our elderly. He knows that caring for our seniors is not a luxury, but a duty. He also plans to advance the development of infrastructure, building on the legacy of service established
Everybody drop 5,000 likes
by myself and those before me. I'm humbled that he seeks to build upon the work that I too dedicated my life to achieving. That shows vision, continuity, and respect for progress. We are very fortunate to have the shadow spokesperson for agriculture. Dr. Campbell places great importance on this sector. He plans to prioritize it as a driver of economic development in the entire constituency, ensuring not just food security, but sustainable livelihoods for our people. The hotel I built in Culloden was intended to jumpstart the tourism sector in the White House, Belmont, Bluefields area. Dayton has discussed with me how this can become a meaningful reality, not only to benefit our farmers and craftsmen, but also for those engaged in entertainment and other aspects of attractions in the hospitality industry. Importantly, Dayton plans to invest in the future, our youth. He is committed to community development through sports and culture, from cricket and football to netball, entertainment, and athletics. He sees the talents and...
All right, so welcome everybody. We have multiple stories coming up in this segment. Everybody leave a like on the video, share the video, and comment RIP right now as we give you the breaking news and the updates as it relates to that. You understand? Today's blessings on my people, and Virtual TV wishes you God's richest blessing. All right, subscribe to the channel, my people, share the video, and leave a like on the video as well. All right, so that person you just heard a while ago was former Prime Minister PJ Patterson, okay, sending his, of course, thumbs up and his referencing to Dr. Dayton Campbell, sending him off to the people, saying that he is well recommended. You understand? Now, former Prime Minister PJ Patterson has been in the media in recent months, of course, celebrating his birthday. You understand? And of course has been saying certain things that is supposed to take place if the Jamaica Labour Party ever takes, of course, seat yet again pertaining to the presidency. Now, as it relates to PJ Patterson, my people, he has been deemed one of the longest serving prime ministers in Jamaican history, which will only be set to achieve by Prime Minister Andrew Holness if he wins this election back to back again. You understand? All right, some people say Andrew not go win, some people say him go win, some people say yo he not deserve to win, some people says that according to him too as well, him put in the work for there and him deserve to win this election that is coming up. Now, let's go to this article, my people, as it relates to PJ Patterson. Now, PJ Patterson, a life of service and leadership. Now, this is the first of the series. Now, the traditional narrative of PJ Patterson's contribution to Jamaica's development focuses almost extremely on the major projects conceived and implemented during his tenure, first as cabinet minister and later as prime minister. Now, what remains undocumented in the earlier years of his journey, which prepared him for the major role in nation building, as well as the range of programs he initiated to enrich the lives of the Jamaican people and make them the centerpiece of the country's development agenda. Now, Patterson's life started in the rural community of Dyas in Hanover. In the 2 generations which precedes him, there were 6 teachers, including his grandparents, William and Eliza James, who entered the teaching profession as early as 1881. His mother, Ina James, remained in the classroom for years, 40 years that is. Okay? Now, both generations also produced preachers, and his maternal grandmother was celebrated well as an organist in the church. Their Christian walk predictably led to their deep involvement in the life of the community. Now, science informs us that the genes and environments are the fundamental factors in the shaping of the human personality. How has PJ Patterson's contribution to Jamaica been? Good or bad? What has he done for Jamaica, everybody? Has he done anything for Jamaica? I've heard people say all that Prime Minister, former Prime Minister PJ Patterson did was drive Jamaica into the ground. Arguably, some say that he's one of the best that Jamaica has ever seen. What has he done for Jamaica, everybody? Now, from his years at elementary school, Patterson showed an insatiable appetite for reading, which enhanced his scholarship and resulted in his winning the Purcell Scholarship tenable at Calabar High School. At Calabar, he confirmed his academic potential in his final year. So, he was an excellent student. Now, when he took the Prime Minister's office, becoming the most voted prime minister in history, all right, spanning as far back as 13 years, people say that PJ Patterson was one of the best Jamaica's ever seen. Some of them say he's one of the worst them ever see. But what are your thoughts on what he has done for Jamaica? Tell me in the comment section and like this video. But let's move on from that, my people, as we send our RIPs to man shot dead in bizarre incident involving wife in upscale Spalding community. Clarendon, Jamaica police are trying to determine the circumstances which led to a man being shot dead at his home in the upscale community of Glencoe in the Spalding, Clarendon area on Thursday night. Now, the victim has been identified as Dean Melville, 62-year-old, an architect and resident of Mimosa Drive in Glencoe. Now, according to the police reports, sometime after 9 p.m., Melville was at home with his family when he was big stoned in the neck. His wife told detectives that he was asleep when she observed that his licensed firearm was positioned on a nightstand where his phone is normally kept. She told detectives that while attempting to move the weapon, her husband awoke and grabbed the firearm, which then went off, hitting him in the neck. Wow. Ooh, what a way to go. The injured man was rushed to the Percy Junior Hospital where he was pronounced dead. Police are awaiting the outcome of the autopsy and ballistics examinations to determine whether the incident was an accidental shooting. The incident has so far been classified as a homicide. Wow. This is a very tricky one. This is a very, very, very tricky one, Jamaica. So far, there is the narrative that there's no foul play. but I will give you more updates pertaining to this. Leave a like on the video, share the video with more people. Today's Blessing Sunday. Subscribe down, by the way. I will be back with more. Stick and stay.